Hi, everybody. Is it live?
I think so.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us today. We'll give us a little bit of time to sign on. But my name is Britt Vergnol, and I'm the CEO here at BDV Solutions. And I'm here with Chris Richardson, another familiar face. He is our COO and our general counsel, which is he's an attorney. So he's an immigration attorney with lots of experience. So we just wanted to check in with you today, just to kind of give you a little update about some things that are going on and some things that we just what to expect, what not to expect, and we're all in this together. But I'll wait for a little bit. Oh, Mitchell can see me. Thank you. He just guided us through this. Thanks, Mitchell. And if others join, I think you can go back and watch this. I just wanted to briefly just reach out to everyone and say how much we appreciate our clients, our past clients, our prospects, and everybody just checking out this process and to see what it's all about and how we help people, because we're here to help you along this immigration journey. As we know, a lot of unusual times, unprecedented times right now, but and we don't have to tell you that we're all in this together. We are, we're all, lots of us are moms and dads and sons and daughters. We have grandparents and parents that we're worried about. We're worried about our jobs, our schools, our immigration process, our bills. We're all in this together, and no one has not been touched by this pandemic. I mean, there's no one that has not been touched by this. So I just wanted you to know that we continue to work hard. We continue to be in touch with the immigration attorneys that we partner with on a daily basis. I'm in touch with the employers regularly. And this process is continuing to churn on. We are getting just today, I opened the mail, and one of the employers sent me 3 I-140 approvals that I did not know about. So some of these approvals are happening, but they might be a little bit later getting up on our portal, just because there's people not in the office to collect this mail and to put this information up. So please understand, hope you understand, and we get your patience in this, and knowing that we're all working from home. Chris and I just came in today so we could check in with you together. But we are keeping our social distancing, don't worry. We just wanted to check in with you and let you know that it is churning along, but we are in touch. We're working hard on your behalf, working with the attorneys, we're working with employers. We are getting updates from the government, and let you know that the process continues, and we're trying to update you as fast as possible. But we are working from home. We drop in the office once in a while, but know that we're all doing our best to keep you updated and to let you know that that this does continue. One thing to remember is that this United States of America was truly built on immigration labor from immigrants. Many of our grandparents came as immigrants, and that's what built this country. This country will always need new immigrants starting out in the job market, starting out in entry-level jobs and moving up to the American dream. And I know that many of you are trying that, or in the process of that, and are anxious about your decisions. And we just want you to know that we understand those anxious feelings, and to know that this country is never going to not need new immigrants to build our country. We're very dependent and appreciative of all the immigrants that come here, that work here, and that can contribute to this society and become members of this society. I wanted to hand it over to Chris as an experienced immigration attorney, as being in private practice, working directly with employers, as well as working in the government. So he has a lot of government contacts. So he stays in touch with them, and he stays in touch with immigration attorneys all over the country. So he's trying to stay on what's happening out in the immigration world. So I'm going to let him give you what he knows from an immigration attorney's point of view.
Sure.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Britt. Thanks. It's good to see everybody. So from the immigration legal perspective, the stance that USCIS and DOL and the State Department are basically taking is that, they're going to try to limit their interactions with the general public. But the good thing about USCIS and DOL is that they have been preparing for such a thing for many years now, really. And so a lot of them already work from home. And so while they're not going to be doing interviews, adjustment of status interviews. In the State Department right now, they're not going to be doing consular interviews. The stuff in the back channel still is going on. And so while they're not going to be doing 485 interviews, they will be processing cases because they can do that mostly from home. And USCIS's stance as of today, and I think it's going to continue, is that they are going to continue processing cases. Premium processing, unfortunately, they won't be doing for now. But as soon as it gets back online, what we'll do is any cases that were filed regular processing, we'll try to upgrade those to premium processing, and so hopefully we can get those moving. But honestly, because of the way things are working out right now, regular processing is almost just as fast as premium processing when you factor in RFE times. And so the bottom line is that things are going to move, maybe slow in some parts and fast in some parts, but it's moving. And that's the great thing about the American immigration system, as you pointed out. I've gotten a lot of questions about unemployment as well. I sent out an email to everyone a couple weeks ago, I believe, and I talked a little bit about the different options in terms of unemployment. When you talk to different immigration attorneys, each of them have like a different opinion on it. My opinion is that, if you find yourself in a desperate situation where you have to use unemployment to survive, then by all means, that's what you have to do. I would discourage you from using it because while I think the government's actions right now are that, it's all hands on deck, do what you have to do to survive. I don't know what might happen in 10, 15 years, basically, with this administration or a different administration. Well, it'll be a different administration then. But my sense is, and what I predict is that anything that you do during this period, the government is going to look at very leniently because they recognize that this is an emergency situation. And DHS has taken actions upon themselves that show that they know that it's an emergency situation. In fact, we've seen and heard anecdotally that they are, with 485 interviews, they're canceling the 485 interviews, but they're actually calling applicants and doing phone interviews with applicants and actually issuing visas with green cards. They are trying to find ways to help applicants. And so while, we don't know what the world might look like in 10, 20 years, if you feel like you have to do unemployment now, then by all means, that's something you have to do. For those who are afraid of taking medical care because of the coronavirus, I would tell you, don't be afraid. In fact, the government is encouraging people that if you're an immigrant in any status, whether you're one of our clients or you're not our client, if you feel that you have this or that maybe you've been exposed to it, by all means, go to a doctor. Don't feel that you have to hold yourself back for fear of the public charge, because the government's already said that, in terms of this, the public charge is not something that's going to hurt our applicants. And the final question that I do get a lot of is, should I apply during this time of Corona? It's like, oh my God, the Corona is going on. Is EB3 going to go away? Is immigration going to go away? And I'll just reiterate what Britt said, that immigration is not going away. Right now, the government is scrambling to keep immigrants because all of our essential workers are basically immigrants. Up to 30% to 40% of hospital workers are actually immigrants. And so it isn't that immigration is going to go away. Some things might be delayed, some things might be sped up, but that's not something that's going to end, certainly not EB3. Much of America is living now on EB3 workers. Things that people would say weren't essential before are very much essential to us surviving as a country. And so EB3 isn't going away. And if anything, now is the time to apply. And I say that because I think that, if you were to apply now, we don't know what the world is going to look like in, let's say, November or December of 2020. You might get a new administration in there, for example, and they might open the floodgates. They might say that, instead of 10,000 EB3, we want to do 30 or 40,000 EB3. But guess what? You guys would be the ones on the ground floor if that were to happen. Or the government might go the other way and say that, we're going to make things a little bit more difficult. And so now is the time, if you're thinking about applying for EB3 and you've been afraid because of the coronavirus, I would tell you, don't be afraid of that. Now is the time that you want to get in on the ground floor and get your applications in. Talk to me, talk to Britt, talk to Mitchell, and don't feel like this virus, don't let it be the thing that stops you from, coming here to America and living here in America and staying in America. That's it for me. Britt, do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it. I think hit on a lot of important things. One thing I do want to touch on again is, yes, please, none of our current clients are prospects, if you're thinking about, please never not go to the doctor if you think you need to go to the doctor. Get medical help if you need it. That should not scare you away. Please don't do that. So we want to make sure that you all stay healthy, make good decisions. You know, just to know that we're all in this together, and we're fighting very hard for you, and on all aspects, on all grounds. Thanks so much for being with us. We do have some more employers that are coming online. We are looking at new employers that will work in this new industry and that are actually hiring right now. There are a lot of people in America that are hiring right now, and we're looking at those industries. We're reaching out and we're talking to them. Warehousing and other frozen food manufacturing is very big right now. So we are working with lots of different those companies. We have some announcements that Mitch will be making this week. So we're excited about that. But so new employers are still coming online, and they are, and we will continue in this process and fighting the good fight for you. So please stay healthy. Make good decisions, support each other, have patience with us, and know that we're working as hard as we can. And we hope to be in touch with some good news on your cases very soon. But we will keep you up to date as soon as we're updated on anything on your cases. And please continue to reach out, and we'll continue to reach out to you. Thanks so much. Stay healthy.
Bye-bye, everybody.